Good morning. I apologise for the weird lighting. Look, I've got like some kind of halo, but it is the best angle I've got. It is Saturday, the 13th of November today. I have not written since the 3rd. This happens way more frequently during Nano than I would like to admit. For some reason, if I get ahead of myself, everything just stops. We were ahead until the 11th, when we were pretty close to dead on. We're at 18,089 words. We should be at 21.6k today to be back in the right pattern. Considering I may do this again next week, I don't know if it's the kind of 9 to 5 work that I'm doing or the fact that I'm trying to run 2 YouTube channels, which that might be it. It just seems harder this month to get myself the motivation to do it than most Nano months. Anyway, the aim then this weekend is to try and get myself back up to a point of being slightly ahead if I can for the rest of the week, so that if this happens again next week, which it will, I will be okay. We have people coming around this afternoon, but it's not till about 3 o'clock. It is 8:20. I have just done myself a little Starbucks order. That'll be coming soon. And I think when I get that, I'm going to start trying to sit down and do some sprints. I do have some video editing to do, because of course I do. And I have to get this video up by Monday, is the plan, at least. So we'll see how that goes. Now, if I wanted to get myself completely ahead of all of next week, because the weekdays I seem to be struggling, and the weekends, next weekend we're booked in both days, I'd have to get 15k this weekend, which is not unheard of, but it is difficult when I also have social things going on. I'm just going to see how much I can do, and I'm just going to have to try and do some in the week next week. Shouldn't be a difficult concept. If I'm trying to do a challenge along a whole month, I should be doing at least some most days. I am really hoping we don't have a last minute panic like I've had in previous years, but it's looking likely. I'm trying to remember where I left off. This is also the problem. It has now been 10 days and I have to remember what it was that I was doing beforehand, when I basically did it in like 2 days and a bit. My memory is not good for my own plot at the best of times. We got to chapter 9, which will mean nothing to anyone but me. It doesn't really mean anything to me either, if I'm honest. Chapter 9 is literally the start of the fun and games. So we've done Act 1 and now we're getting into Act 2. So we've done a lot of the setup, which I don't think I've spoken a lot about here, and I don't know how much I want to share about it, because I'm still not convinced by the plot. Essentially, to give some brief overview, it's kind of based in my Space Pirates world, and in Space Pirates there's lots of different variations of magics. This is kind of drilling down into one of the magics, and basically into a time period before Space Pirate, where one of the planets in one of the systems in the universe that the Empire controls went on a bit of a power rant. They are currently at war with the Empire, and they know that they can trigger the magic in their citizens. Not necessarily in the nicest of ways, but they can. They start trying to work out whether they can force the magic into people so that when they are at war, when they do try and get people into the army, they've got more power behind them. And in this story we follow, for at least one of the point of views, someone who is essentially trying to resist going through this process, so kind of in hiding, running away from people calling her up to go and get this magic done. Kind of vaguely more to it, and my other point of view is slightly different, but I'm definitely not as solid on him. So that is a plan. I've got coffee coming. I also ordered a muffin because it's a Saturday and I'm writing, so I need sugar. And then the plan will be to try and get as much as I can done. I spent most of last evening, when I should have been writing, listening to Taylor Swift's new Red album. There is a huge amount of nostalgia in that album for me. I think I must have been about 18 when it came out, maybe 17. I can't entirely remember when it came out. So I was going through like first relationships, first breakup stuff. So the Red has got like a real hold on my heart. If you see me at any point in any of the B-roll dancing poorly with my headphones on, firstly, no you didn't. And secondly, if I was to be doing that, which I obviously won't be doing, but if I was to be doing it, it's probably Taylor Swift happening. I feel like I wrote to that album when I was younger, and I can't remember specifically what I wrote, and I'm a little bit annoyed that I'm not writing something with a breakup scene that I can write along to like all too well and like really get into it, but be fine. Coffee, sugar, words. in. I put my hat on because it's freezing. My hair is still wet from the shower this morning. Iced coffee was both a fantastic idea and a terrible idea. So it is now 10:15. I've done sort of 3 different productivity sprints. 2 of them have been video editing and 1 of them has been writing. I've put on an old writing sprint video which does kind of pomodoros. So I'm doing kind of 20 minutes on, I think it's about 7 minutes off. I'm almost there with the video, and as soon as that's done I can just start getting it exported and getting it ready. And in terms of words, I did a 25-minute sprint earlier for writing and I did 1,086 words, so just over 1,000. So we are at 19,175. In my monthly planning, I kind of wanted to try and get to the halfway mark at the halfway point of the month, which makes a lot of sense. So to do that, I need to do another 5,825 words. The live stream I'm doing has 5 more sprints in it, so 5 20-minute sprints. So I'm going to do some writing. I'm hoping 3 of them at least will be writing, and then 2 of them will be video editing from this point on to try and equal it, because as soon as the other Sims video is done and exporting, this can be my sole focus for the rest of the day until we've got friends around. Because as soon as that other video is done and exporting, writing and this vlog can be my sole focus for the rest of the day until we have people coming around about 3-ish, I think it is. Working on like an average words per minute I've been doing. It's gonna take me about 7 20-minute sprints to get to that midway point. But whatever I don't finish today, I do have all of tomorrow that I can do some of this on, so it's not the end of the world. I think my head might be a little too big for this hat. It keeps pulling up. I'm gonna carry on sprinting. I'm gonna keep my way through these, making little notes to myself of how many sprints I've done for each thing. Hopefully get this video edited this morning and get another, I'm doing another 3, I might be able to get another 3k in. I did 1,025 minutes, so we're probably looking at like 2,500 I might be able to get through, which would leave me just over 3k to finish off either the rest of today if I can or tomorrow. But either way, that is my updating. I appear to be very awkward today. I don't know if it's the coffee, I don't know if it's having watched myself back for too much of this morning. I do love making videos, but there is something in video editing that just makes it very difficult to look at your own face for so long. I have made myself some coffee brewing to brew, and then I'm going to take it out of there and let it go cold so I can make some more iced coffee. I realised I said that it was a bad idea to have iced coffee, but I'm just not in the mood for hot coffee yet. You would have thought by middle of November I would be up for hot coffee, but it turns out I'm not. I'm starting to get a little bit shaky from the caffeine, so I've made some soup, lots of soup. I'm gonna sit down for a bit and take like a lunch break. I don't know how much more writing I'll get done today because we're having people around about 3, so by the time I've eaten, I don't know how much I'll squeeze in, if any, but I'm currently at just over 20,000. So I am, I think, quite close to being on par for today, and I might have to just pick up quite a bit more tomorrow. I finished the video I was gonna edit. That's exporting right now, so hopefully I can have that up. I'll publish it tomorrow, and then I'm thinking I'll have more time tomorrow to do some more writing and then finish this vlog. Part of me that kind of wonders if I can get a 5k day in tomorrow. That would get me to a decent point and halfway. Next week is going to be more difficult anyway, so I might have to look at other goals that I have and rearrange them. I might need to try and come up with some easier video ideas for my Sims channel. So I'm going to have my soup, and then we're going to have our friends round. And then I will probably pick up with you guys tomorrow unless I do any more before that. Good morning. It is about 9:10 on Sunday the 14th. So I did close to 3k yesterday and got a video edited, which I need to get uploaded. So what I'm thinking, I might try and do it kind of similar today, as in do writing but also have another task that I'm working between, because that seemed to work quite well. So what I'm thinking is I probably will upload the files from yesterday in terms of this vlog and then get it into my editing software and do some editing of that while I write. Hopefully by the end of the day then I can get both my other channel video and this video up, which would be wonderful. I can also get some writing in. I am going to try and be quite kind to myself. We had friends come around last night, which was amazing, but it did mean I didn't get to bed till a little bit later than planned, and usually I try and on my writing days be up before 9, but I've kind of just pulled myself out of bed. I haven't even done my makeup, but that's what we're looking at today. So if it comes to a point where I'm really not feeling it, because I know I have to do the 9 to 5 next week, and next weekend we've got things on both days, I think I might need to accept if I have to take a little bit of a break from things. So we'll see how today goes. If I was to try and hit the halfway mark by the end of this week, which would be the 25,000, which I think puts me slightly over because there's 4 full weeks and then 2 days of Nano. That sun bit is starting to annoy me, so I'm gonna move. That is a bit better. You can still see where the light's coming in. So yeah, if I was going to try and hit the halfway mark, I need 3,920 words, which for my current like words per minute rate, I would need just over 4 20-minute sprints. That I think is probably doable, but I won't know until I start trying to write and see if my brain is in the right headspace to do this. But I don't think I'll need that many sprints to edit this video. What I'll probably do is find another Pomodoro sprint. I don't know if anyone's running this morning. They don't tend to run this early because most of them are American and it's still very, very early for them at this point. I'll see if I can find anything that's live that's doing any kind of high writing value. If not, I know I've got some old writing sprints. Kate Kavanagh's got a few. I know I've got the one that I always use from Laura Writes, but I'll go find one of the higher sprint total and basically alternate between writing every second sprint, and then the other sprint in between will be either editing this video or tidying. So that seems to be the plan. I'm hoping to really like to get to like 2 or 3 and be able to stop and feel pretty okay with where I was. Because yesterday I got to, I think it was just after, so it was maybe 12:30, but I started earlier. And it was quite nice just to have lunch and then allow myself some chill before the people came around. So I'm thinking today I'd just quite like to give myself some more chill. The light is just against me. It's now on my face in a weird place. And I'm not skilled enough with a camera yet to work out where I'm supposed to be to stop this from happening. This is what we've got. I am going to leave that be. I will probably be plugging in Taylor Swift's version of Red again in my ears because I can't stop listening to it. My entire TikTok feed has become nothing but Taylor Swift videos, and I'm not mad at it. Really not. I'm having a whale of a time. The 10-minute version of All Too Well is a fucking masterpiece. I will probably be playing that again sometime today. I don't think the camera caught me doing any of the real power moves while I was singing to it. I think I did most of that in the kitchen earlier when I was making lunch. Either way, gonna go and try and find myself a video, get myself sorted, might do a coffee, put on a load of candles, the normal jazz, and then let's see if we can get some words in. I've moved into the living room for this update and I'm a little bit more red in the face because I've been outside and it is a little bit cold and crisp. It is now 11:15. I did 2 25-minute sprints, one of editing and one of writing, and got about 1,000 words. So we're just over 22k. So I'm getting very close to being on track for today, which is nice. Then there was a slight detour. Me and my partner decided that we were going to go and we got a proper cooked breakfast, and on the way home we've gone and stopped at like a little cafe in one of the shops nearby us and got a little takeaway coffee. Got a coffee to fuel me now, but there has been a slight break in the writing. So I'm gonna go back to my desk and I'm gonna get back on with the video that I was watching and try and do another 25 minutes of editing and another 25 minutes of writing and just see how that goes. I'm hoping that the coffee will spur me on. And I've got enough food in me that I probably won't get as jittery as I did yesterday. As I was making my soup yesterday, I could definitely notice the caffeine. So that's what I'm going to go get on with, and I will catch up with you all when I've done a little bit more of something. I apologise if at any point during this the washing machine interrupts me. It is about 10 to 1. I have done a little bit more. I've done about 25 minutes more of video editing of this vlog and got all my clips up to a good point. I have put the washing on and done a little bit of tidying because the kitchen was a mess. The writing is just not working today, and I think I said this earlier this morning that was pretty likely to happen. I woke up in a mood where I wasn't sure I was going to be able to do a lot of writing today, and that's okay. I have to keep telling myself that that's okay, but it is okay. The second week is always harder. I don't know why. Always feels a lot harder than the first. So I'm not going to beat myself up over it. I've got the rest of the evening. We have a friend who's coming around a little bit impromptu. I think we're just going to chill. I might do a little bit more tidying and like getting ready for the week, but I think I'm going to allow myself to relax for once. That does mean I'm going to leave this vlog here and see if I can edit this clip and get it up for Monday as like the last sort of productive thing I do today. So I will leave this here. Let me know how the second week's been for you. If it's been similar in that for some reason it's been really hard and you're kind of new to Nano, just know this is really, really normal. I don't know why, but every year the second week is the most difficult. But if you are finding it difficult, do try and give yourself some self-compassion, which is what I'm going to try and do today. Take some time if you need to, even if week 3 is difficult, because for some people that is also a difficult week. Mine can fluctuate, so we'll see what happens next week. But all in all, look after yourselves first. The writing can happen later. Thank you so much for watching. I've been Nikki Starr, and I will see you all in the next one.